start the position. So from our position, more than likely, Carl doesn't want me getting high on my legs. If I get up to this position, start more time. So he's going to be keeping his arms T-rexed. Okay? So again, same. We want the one arm in, one arm out scenario. I need to get one of Carl's elbows up above his head, where I can isolate it. So from our position, we're going to cross face. We're going to hump the head. Start to put shoulder pressure on Carl. And then I'm going to take the crook of my arm and I'm going to put it under his elbow. I'm going to walk it as far as I can until I meet resistance. If there's no resistance, I just walk it the whole way to here and fill the space with my knee. But more than likely, people don't like their elbow getting flared out when there's an open elbow. So you'll get so far and then you'll feel tension. The minute you feel tension, you don't walk with your fingers. Notice the way there's a bend in my arm, I just straighten it. The minute I straighten it, I start walking again until I feel pressure, and then I just straighten it, and then I'll walk again until I straighten it. The goal is to get Carl's elbow and have it pointed nearly 180. That's what I want. Or as far as I can. So once I get it to here, my right hand grabs his armpit, and my left grabs my tricep. So I'm hugging his head with my arms. Now I need to fill that space with my knees. So my knees coming forward. And once I bring it forward from this position, my hand is going to find the wrist. I'm going to put all my weight on my knee. If you want, you can still cup the head. I put all the weight on my knee, so now my right leg is light. So once I get that over, now I can find the chin, fill the space, the goal is to get a shoulder not inside the figure. From our position, we lock the figure of 4, head on the mat, hands on the mat, and then I just trace a semicircle. So, from our position, more than likely, Ciara's going to have T-Rex his hands. I'm going to start to win that crossface, put a little shoulder pressure on him. And then from here, I get the crook of my arm around Ciara's elbow. Again, it's just a walk with your fingers until you feel resistance, and then you straighten. Then you walk, straighten, walk and straighten. Until I get his elbow, or his arm, nearly 180 degrees. Once I have that, I just find his armpit, and I find my tricep, and I just hug his head. And then I'm going to fill that space with my knee. So it will be the knee on the opposite side of the crossface, because this is the one I've opened. So I need to fill that with my knee. So again, you can post, whatever's comfortable. Slide the knee up. Sometimes you can hug the head. But now from here, more than likely this arm's still T-Rexed. So I just find the wrist. Now it's difficult to lift my right leg over if I don't put the weight on my left knee. So I have to physically move my head. Carr's reaction is he wants to get his open elbow back, which means he needs to move his head this way. Does that make sense? So once I get it to here and I feel Carr's moving that way, I can just follow him. And I don't want him moving his head. So you can do this 2 ways. You can grab the head, so if he tries to move it, it's not going to happen. Or you can post with your hand and pin that. And if he moves his head, I just follow him. Does that make sense? Now from there, the second I get the leg over, I like to grab the head. So detail on connection. I want the back of my right knee just morphed around Carr's left jugular. So I'll lift that head and fill that space. Head goes on the mat, straighten that leg, and then from there I find the shin. Post my head on the mat, lock the figure of 4, And then from that position, trace a semicircle with your foot to finish. I'm not a big fan, although you can't get it this way, of sitting up, putting on the head. I've seen people get reversed. It's not the end of the day, but now you're finishing from the bottom. And we know how to do that, but you'd much rather finish from the top. Sometimes in the reversal, you'll end up when he gets his shoulder inside, and then it can end up into a ball. It's not the worst case if you do get reversed. We've spent a lot of time on finishing it from the bottom, but we want to finish from the top. It's the best position. So, again, from our position, let's hug the head. Once we're here, crook of the arm, around the crook of the other arm. Walk until you get resistance. Notice the way there's a bend in my arm. Then straighten. Okay. If there's no arm resistance, I just keep walking. Once I get his arm turned 180, there's an open elbow. What I'm doing is keep the armpit, find the tricep, and fill that space with your knee. Okay. From there, you can grab the jugular if you choose to. With my left hand, my right hand grabs the wrist, and I move my head away. Guard tries to get his elbow to the mat, I'm just tracking him. And now, the second I get my leg past, from that position, I can lift up on the head. I want that bite. So I'm working that around, I find my shin, hand on the mat, head on the mat. Notice the way when I lock the figure of 4, there is no shoulder, there's only a head and an arm. So again, get that good bite. So when I put my hands on the mat and my head on the mat, I just have to trace a semicircle. Just do that, guys, yeah?